Welcome back to another video. My name is Matt and I help people raise their vibe. And in this video, we're gonna be talking about how to manifest super confidence. Super confidence with the law of attraction. This is a constant question I get a lot in the comments section. Beyond wanting desires and things like that, people just wanna know how to feel better about themselves, how to feel more confident. Now, this is something that I'm learning every day in my life too, how to be more confident. I think this is something that we'll constantly be learning throughout our whole lives. Even the most confident person in the world, I'm sure, still has to practice being confident in their own time and things like that. But being able to adopt these strategies and practice them in your everyday life will make things so much easier for you. You'll really be able to see you being able to attract more confidence in your life, attract more confident people in your life, pretty much change your reality just based on the fact that you're starting to practice more and more confidence. Now, before we get started, if you could take a quick moment and smash the like button on this video, that'll activate YouTube's algorithm, get the video out to more people. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, so to manifest confidence with the law of attraction is first we have to get rid of any negative beliefs we have about confidence, okay? There's this ongoing idea out there that confidence is arrogance, okay? If you're confident, you're arrogant, you're full of it, all this stuff. These are very limiting beliefs, very limiting beliefs. If you believe that, then that'll be your truth, right? That will reflect in your reality, and you'll see that. You'll never want to be confident anymore. You'll think it's bad. That's kind of what we talk about sometimes about money, negative beliefs about money. If you have a lot of negative beliefs about money or about rich people, you'll never become that, right? You'll never attract that satisfaction that you want in regards to money. The same thing with confidence. So we need to let go of this idea that confidence is arrogance, because it's not. Confidence just means your thoughts are aligned with what you want. That's literally what it comes down to. Thoughts that are aligned with what you want. It's about being mindful of your thoughts, and anytime a negative thought comes in or an unconfident thought comes in, you're going to replace that with a confident thought. Literally, the only difference between me and a confident person, or like me and you and a confident person, is a confident person has confident thoughts. It's just thoughts. That's it. You don't have to be a certain height. You don't have to have a certain facial structure. You don't have to have six-pack abs. The only difference between a non-confident person and a confident person are thoughts. That's it. So if we can start adopting confident thoughts, we will become a confident person. It really comes down to that. For instance, like filming this video right now, I could say like, I don't think these words are coming out correctly. I don't think they're really going to understand. I don't think that I'm going to get many views on this video. Okay, non-confident thoughts. But I could easily switch that and say like, no, people really understand what I'm saying. They're going to get a lot of value from this video. This video is going to do awesome. It's going to reach the people that it needs to reach, and it's going to blow up from there. I easily just changed my thoughts, just like that, to confident thoughts. And guess what happened? By doing that, by changing these to confident thoughts, I'm more likely to actually get the outcome that I want, as opposed to worrying about what I don't want. That's how powerful this is, just being mindful of your thoughts and switching it to things that are more confident. That will make you a much more confident person. Now, I know I just alluded to the fact that a lot of people think, oh, to be confident, you have to be a certain height. You have to look a certain way. You have to whatever it is. But the fact is, it really just comes down to the thoughts that you think. It really does. And the example that I think about when I do this is, he's a YouTuber, a big business guy. His name is Dan Lok. And Dan Lok is like a Canadian, like Chinese gentleman. He does videos on business. He owns a bunch of companies. He does like, he buys and sells small businesses, does a bunch of stuff. Very successful guy. But he's a very short guy. Okay, like I said, he's Chinese, so English is not his first language. So his words, he speaks in English. It's not easy to understand him. Like if you were just to see him dressed in normal clothes walking down the street, you wouldn't think he was a millionaire, right? You wouldn't think anything of him. But he oozes with confidence. He's not tall. He doesn't have the looks. He doesn't have the background, whatever it is. But he oozes with confidence. You watch him and you think, wow, this guy's confident. You lose sight of the fact that he's not very tall. You lose sight of the fact that he's not super attractive. You lose sight of all that, and you just you see that confidence and you feel that and you want to be it. So again, get rid of this idea that, release the attachment to this idea that, you have to be something physically in order to be confident. Anybody in the world can do it, and it's just based on the thoughts that you think. And when you think that you are confident, other people will think you are confident too. They will see that. What you feel will reflect out. So for me, what are the main few things that I would suggest in order to become super confident? And these are things that I practice in my own life, that I've seen very powerful shifts for me between a few years ago when I was afraid to, go into a group of 3 people and talk, between now where I'm happy to be there. I'm excited to share. I'm excited to hear what other people have to say. Those anxieties are no longer there. And the first one comes down to being present and grounding yourself, breathing. Grounding yourself in the present moment gets you out of your head when you're first starting this out. Because in your head, if you're going to try to be confident, you're going to get thoughts that are like, well, no, you're not confident. This is a fake. You're faking it. But we need to get out of our head, right? And go into our body and understand that these negative thoughts, these negative chatters, we don't have to listen to them. They're just thoughts. And we can create better feeling thoughts for us. So presence. Start practicing presence. Put yourself more in your body. Feel your feet on the ground, okay? Feel your hands, rub them together. Feel that sensation. Really put your focus in on that. Your breath. Feel the air going in, the air going out. Out of your head into your body. That's a very powerful experience. When you do this more and more and more and more and more, you start breaking the connection off to these thoughts that we have that we're not confident. We're able to create new thoughts through that idea of presence. We remove any anxiety from our lives. We calm the nervous system, anything that tells us that no, you're not doing this right. No, you're not confident. We can break those thought cycles. We can weaken them to the point where they have no power over us. And we can start creating more confident thoughts. So presence is a big one. Now also, this is an interesting one. Posture is very interesting. So I know I said nothing necessarily physical, and I don't think this is physical because anybody can do it. You don't have to be a certain height or anything like that. But posture, how you stand, how you present yourself. Are you kind of slouched over? This is a one for me. Slouched over all the time, the way you sit, the way you talk to people. No, posture, You are confident. Understand that. How does a confident person look? They got that good posture. There's no reason for them to sink down, to get worried about things. No, they're ready. Anything that comes to me, go ahead. Get me. I'm ready. Give me a punch right there. It's not going to faze me. That kind of posture. Doing that, sending that physical basically standpoint to your brain, like this is how I am, and standing your ground, it sends it to your brain, and your brain will start activating in that way, and you will start getting more thoughts of confidence. You'll start feeling more confident. Different hormones and different things will be released into your body where confidence will naturally come over you just by watching your posture, standing up straighter, maybe talking a little more, with a little oomph in your voice. Just little things like that will go a long way and attracting more confidence into your life. Now another one, and this is big for me, if you've read stuff on my blog or different videos, affirmations. I am a biggest believer in affirmations that there possibly is. Affirmations have changed my life, literally changed my life. When I first heard about affirmations, and I don't remember, it was some website, but basically I read this idea that if you're able to basically change the way you think about yourself by saying affirmations. And I was just like, what? I didn't understand it. I couldn't grasp it. But now I totally get it, because the things we think about ourselves now are just thoughts. And so if we can deliberately create different thoughts, we'll start believing those too. And then I read the quote by Abraham Hicks that says, a belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. So if you keep reciting an affirmation over and over and over again, you will soon believe it. And so I started getting all the affirmations I could on confidence, on self-love, on making money, whatever it was. And I got a list of 10 to 20, and I would just repeat them to myself over and over and over again and again and again. I'm the most confident person in the world. I have supreme self-esteem, supreme self-love, all these things, and just started wiring this within me. And I could feel myself becoming that more and more and more and more and more. So you'll hear me talk about affirmations a lot on this channel, because I'm a firm believer in their power. The more you repeat a positive statement in your mind, the more you become that, and the more it reflects into your reality. So do not skip your affirmations. Now, the last one kind of ties everything together that I'm going to talk about, and it is this idea of, we alluded to a little bit, being confident now, even if you're not ready or you don't feel like you're ready. Start being confident now. And an easy way to do this is to create an alter ego. Now, this idea of an alter ego, we say to ourselves, what is the most ideal version of myself, the ideal person I want to be? How do they think? How do they act? What do they say? What do they do? And whatever that is, start being that person now. It's called the alter ego effect. There's a whole book on it, bunch of research on it. Who is? So to you, think about the most confident person, the most, whatever it is to you. What do they do? You think like, okay, I want to be like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. He's buff, he's confident, he's in movies, he works hard. I want to be like him. That's the type of confidence I want to ooze. Okay, what does he do on a normal basis? Well, he says he wakes up at 5 a.m. and he starts working out. That's the first thing he does. All right, start this thing. Okay, what else is it? Well, he does a lot of interviews. He's obviously not afraid to talk to people. Okay, neither are you now. And you start channeling that. What would this person do? What would they do? It doesn't have to be like a celebrity. It can just be, again, the most ideal version of yourself, and say, what would they do in this case? And I'm going to do it. And this is not something that I'm just like making up, like Beyonce. If anybody knows the story of Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. Sasha Fierce was Beyonce's alter ego. You ask Beyonce about how many albums she created and sold, she'll say like 0, because it was Sasha Fierce that did it. Beyonce was a very shy person. She didn't like to get on stage. She was like, she grew up in a church, so she wasn't used to dancing like provocatively or all these things. So she created an alter ego named Sasha Fierce. And she says, whenever I'm on stage, whenever I'm singing, whenever I'm recording, it's not Beyonce. I channel Sasha Fierce. I become her. She's not afraid of anything. She does anything without a care in the world. Cary Grant, who was a very popular actor, did the same thing. He said, like, his quote was like, I became the person that I wanted to be. I started acting like the person I wanted to be, and pretty soon I became them, or they became me, or somehow we met. So just his idea, he said he was always afraid to act in front of the camera. He worried what people thought of him. So he just started being like, no, I'm going to be a person that doesn't care about that stuff. And very soon he became that without even having to try. So that can be very powerful for you, for me, for all of us, to adopt this alter ego strategy in confidence. What's the most confident person you could think of? What do they do? What do they say? And become that now. And as you become that now, very soon you'll become that without even trying. So these ways, I think, will be a fail-safe way, fail whatever way. You'll never fail doing this. Becoming super, super confident, utilizing these strategies. They are very, very powerful. Again, presence, okay, breathing, not worrying about any negative thoughts, putting yourself in this moment. Posture, little things like that. Standing upright. Affirmations. Definitely affirmations. Probably the number one thing for me was affirmations. Huge. Practice those and put it all together if you want to, using this alter ego effect. Very powerful, and I think you'll see some amazing results in your life and attracting confidence. If you enjoyed this video today, I'd appreciate it if you could take a quick moment and smash the like button so we can get the video to more people. Also, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. Click the notification bell so you are alerted every time I post a new video. That's it for me for now. Hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.